Well, folks, it seems Elon Musk is at it again, pushing the boundaries just a tad too far. This time, it's not about launching cars into space or digging tunnels for traffic-dodging hamster tubes. No, this time it's about your tweets. Yes, those 280-character nuggets of wisdom you fling into the digital void. Apparently, they're now being used to train Musk's shiny new AI toy, and some people are not too happy about it. You see, Musk's social media platform, X, formerly known as Twitter, because who needs a recognizable brand, right, has been caught quietly changing its data privacy settings. This little switcheroo allows the company to use the vast ocean of tweets for AI training, all without asking users nicely or even giving them a heads up. It's like finding out your neighbor has been using your lawn clippings to make fertilizer, except instead of fertilizer, it's a digital brain that can probably write better jokes than I can. Now, you might be thinking, John, what's the big deal? It's just tweets. I'm not sharing my deepest secrets with the world, and you'd be right for the most part. But here's the thing. This whole situation raises some serious questions about data privacy and consent in the age of AI. It's about who gets to control our data and how it's being used, often without our knowledge or permission. This isn't the first time X has found itself in hot water over data privacy. Oh no, not by a long shot. The company has a bit of a history with the European Union, which has a thing about protecting its citizens' data. In fact, just recently, X got slapped with sanctions for misleading users about how their data was being used for advertising. So, you'd think they'd be a little more careful this time around, right? Well, you'd be wrong. The recent changes to X's data settings seem designed to fly under the radar, tucked away in the labyrinthine depths of the app's settings. And to make matters worse, the opt-out option? Yeah, about that. It's currently only available on the web version of X, leaving those who access the platform through the mobile app out in the cold. It's almost as if they're making it deliberately difficult for people to opt out, like a digital escape room where the prize is keeping your data from being gobbled up by an AI. Privacy specialists are, unsurprisingly, up in arms about this whole situation. They argue that using personal data for AI training without explicit consent is a big no-no, especially when it comes to sensitive information that could be lurking in those tweets. We're talking about everything from political opinions to health concerns to those late-night musings about the meaning of life. All of it ripe for the AI picking, potentially leading to biased algorithms and who knows what else. Now, you might be wondering how we got here. How did we reach a point where our tweets are considered fair game for AI training without so much as a by your leave? Well, it's a long and winding road paved with good intentions, technological advancements, and a healthy dose of corporate greed. The truth is, data privacy has been a growing concern for years, ever since the dawn of the internet and the rise of social media. But the rapid development of AI has thrown fuel on the fire, raising the stakes to a whole new level. You see, AI thrives on data. It's the digital equivalent of a bottomless pit of information that it can use to learn, adapt, and evolve. And where better to find a treasure trove of data than the vast expanse of the internet, where we willingly, or sometimes unwittingly, offer up our thoughts, feelings, and personal details on a silver platter. The European Union, to its credit, has been trying to rein in the Wild West of data collection and use with regulations like GDPR. But even with these safeguards in place, companies like X seem to be finding new and creative ways to push the boundaries, testing the limits of what they can get away with. So, what can you do about it? Well, the first step is to be aware of what's happening. Check your X settings and make sure you're comfortable with how your data is being used. If you're not okay with your tweets being fed to the AI machine, you can opt out. Unfortunately, as of right now, that involves navigating the treacherous terrain of X's web settings, as the mobile app currently lacks this crucial feature. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack while wearing oven mitts. But even if you do manage to opt out, there's still the question of what data X has already collected and what they plan to do with it. It's a bit like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube after you've already squeezed it out. It's messy, it's frustrating, and it's not entirely clear if it's even possible. The fight for data privacy is far from over. It's a constant tug of war between users who want to control their data and companies that want to use it for their own purposes. And as AI becomes more sophisticated and ubiquitous, the stakes will only get higher.